anyway. Okay, so let's first start with our bands. So we're gonna do that one from that video that we saw where if you have the shorter bands, that's totally fine too. But we're gonna do that whole. What was that, Alex?
I forgot I was on mute. I was like talking.
Oh, couldn't hear you.
No, I'm on my carpet, so I don't know if the sliders will work, but I'll try.
Oh, you might be fine playing then. You might be fine playing. We're just gonna do something at the end where we bring the feet in, but you might be fine.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna set the timer so we keep going, and then I'll just explain as we go. To have your bands and your weights. Okay, I got 9 minutes of arms for right now. So let's start. So we're just gonna take our bands and we're just gonna pull and pulse. So if you have the shorter ones, grab at the super end. So we're also getting this back movement if possible. Depends how, you probably wanna use your lightest so you can stretch it wider. We're gonna do this for 45 and then rest and then do another 45. All right, rest for 15. Should be feeling this kind of shoulder, upper back. And we're just gonna do the same exact thing. In 5 seconds, we'll get back in. All right, out straight. And if yours don't come all the way out, you can just kind of do this pulse in the center with the shorter ones. That might work better. Woo. And rest. All right, get back in. 45. If you need to rest, even just holding it while pulling would be a good break from fully pulling or pulsing. Woo. 15 seconds. Got it. And rest. Next, we're gonna come down to the back. Grab your, I believe your heavier weights, you should be fine with this. We're gonna do the same sequence of 45 on. So we're gonna come down, you still have 5 seconds. We're gonna come down, you can have the legs flat or you can have the knees in, and we're just gonna bring them in like this, and then bring them up. I think we did one similar to where we did the V, but this we're just pressing up. So here, and then press up. You can go ahead into it. Do 45, then I'll tell you when to rest. Should be able to use your heaviest weight. And rest. And let's get back in. And rest. All right, let's get back in. Getting that outside of the tricep. And the chest. And rest. Next one we're going to do is we're going to add in some core. So what we'll do is as we lift the legs, we'll lift the arms for a press, and then we'll bring the legs down and the arms down to 90 degrees, and then press them back up. So the arms are coming, like the tricep area is coming onto the floor. Go ahead and start. Inhale as you lift the legs, exhale as you lower the legs. This should be slow movement. Feet flexed, legs are super straight, muscles are engaged. And rest. All right, get back in. And rest. All right, last 45. And rest. All right, next 3 moves. We're gonna do dive bomb push-ups. We're gonna do with lighter weights. Let's grab your lighter ones. We're gonna do a child's pose where we do a front fly and then lateral fly, and then we're gonna do regular curls. Okay, so same sequence. We're gonna do the 9 minutes. Okay. Let's take that 15-second break, and then we're going to start with those dive bomb push-ups. You could do regular push-ups, or you could do dive bomb push-ups. The dive bomb is when we're in that down dog. Feet are separated, and we come down for that dive bomb. Go ahead and start. 45 seconds. I'll tell you when to rest. or you can just do a down dog push-up where you're just in down dog, doing that shoulder push-up. 10 seconds. And then we'll rest. And rest. 15 seconds rest. All right, let's get back in, 45 seconds. Same thing. I'm gonna do a down dog push-up for this one. Just change it up a bit. Those triceps, shoulders fired. And rest. All right, let's jump back in, 45 seconds. And rest for 15. Next, we're gonna grab our lighter weights, and we're gonna do that chair pose, front fly, lateral fly. So we're in chair, you're gonna bring it up. This does not have to be fast, it can be slow. Keep it in control. And rest. You can drop the weights, shake out the arms if you need. All right, let's get back in. And rest. All right, let's come back into it. Last 45 for this one. When you do that front fly, you can try pushing the weights together, doing that front fly, but engage chest a bit more. Push those weights together. All right, and rest. Now we're just gonna do some regular curls. So whatever your heaviest, that means grabbing a couple of weights, do that, and then you could always drop off if you need to drop weight. So I'm gonna combine my weights, and we're just gonna do some classic curls, starting now. Those elbows pinned in tight, just classic. If your weights are heavy, you could do one arm at a time. Do one, then both. And rest. All right, let's grab those weights again. Same thing. All right, and rest. All right, let's pick those up again. Last 45 for the curl. All right, and rest. Grab some water if you need.
All right, I'm gonna run. Thank you, though.
Okay, bye, Alex.
Bye, Alex.
Mwah.
All right. Okay, so next we're gonna do another 9 minutes of arms. So we're gonna do some rows with the bands. So come down to seated, and we're gonna row with the band. And then I'll tell you the other ones as we go through. Okay. All right, so timer is on. So we're seated, legs are straight. Let's put the bands around the bottom of the feet. And we're gonna do that row. So pull back. Use a heavy band. You have. and rest. If you feel like you need more weight, you could always double up bands too. If you have the set and maybe you feel like your heavy isn't heavy enough, you can always do that. You can always change the grip, do an underhand grip and pull back. All right, start again. And rest. All right, let's start again. Make sure you're holding when you really pull it back. Just there for that millisecond. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. All right, and rest. Next, we are going to come into that sumo squat. Grab your heavier weight for some curls. So we'll come into that sumo squat where the toes are pointing out a little bit and you have your elbows into the knees, and we're doing that curl that way. And curl. And rest. Ooh. Ooh, water stuff. All right, let's get back in. If this is too much being down in the sumo squat, you can always stand and kind of do these outward V curls. And rest. And back in. Ten seconds. And rest. Whew. Last 3 minutes. We're gonna do lawnmowers. So you can either do that with your weights, or you can do it with the bands. So if you wanna do it with the bands, that's where we're on both knees and we put one band under one of the knees and we're pulling it this way. Or with the weights, we're on the one side and we're pulling it. And you can maybe even lift the arm up, get that extra extension, but make sure you're going slow. I'm actually gonna use the bands. And the timer is on. Even if you're using the bands, really try to twist and get a little bit of an oblique core move. And rest, and then we'll switch sides. All right, start the opposite side. And rest. Now we're gonna do half and half for the last 45. So actually let's start at 50. So let's go ahead and start now. So switch to the other side. We'll do 25 seconds here, 25 seconds on the other leg. All right, let's switch legs. All right, that's time. Okay. You want to do booty or you just want to do core?
Totally up to you.
Okay, so we can do, let's just do 8 minutes booty and then we'll do some core. Okay, so for booty, we're gonna have the bands, 4 movements, and we'll just repeat it twice. So I'll just put the timer on and we'll go through. So put the bands, start with the bands, let's see, I think under the knee, and then we're in tabletop and we're gonna lift that leg straight. So keep one knee bent, one leg is straight, so the band on the straight leg might move a little bit, and then we're just gonna lift that straightened leg. And then I'll probably go to switch to straighten the other one. I'll let you know. All right, let's switch legs. Opposite leg straight. Keep that foot flexed so the leg is engaged. All right, next, let's switch legs, keep the bands where they are, and you're gonna have the knee bent, and we're gonna just kick up for the butt. Switch legs. All right, next one, you're gonna have the leg out straight. I'll do it with this one first, so you can see it on the video. And you're just gonna kind of jack it out. So you're just keeping the leg straight and moving it to the side. Almost like our plank jacks, but we're in the air. And switch. All right, next one, we're gonna do fire hydrant. So we're gonna have the knee bent, and we're just gonna be lifting and lower the fire hydrant, that foot flexed. And switch. All right, take a rest if you need. Shake out those wrists. Sometimes that tabletop wrists can get tired. All right, we're gonna come back into those 4 moves again. So first one we had was leg was straight back, and we were just lifting. You can try and come into low plank if you want to rest those wrists a little bit. And sometimes get a little sore. And switch legs. Foot flexed, leg strong. All right, next one is the knee is gonna be bent, and we're doing that same kick up. Foot flex as well. You bring the knee all the way back in if you want, and then all the way back up if you want a full extension on the move. Or you can stay at the top and pulse. And switch. All right, now this is that leg straight side jack. So leg straight, and just straighten it out to the side. And back to the center. And switch. All right, next one is that fire hydrant. Last minute for booty. Fire hydrant. This one you want to go all the way up, all the way down. And switch. All right, and rest. Shake it out. I'm just gonna run and get a towel. Into core. Woo. That's on the butt. Okay. 6-minute core. First one, we're actually gonna start. Do you have your little cardboard things for sliders still or no?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna do push up to hike up. So if you have a mat, just kind of get it out of the way a little bit so you have room to pike up. So I'm gonna put the timer on. So we're gonna do push up to pike up. So that's gonna be push up. Either you can bring the knees in like a bear, or you can hike them up like a down dog, and then push up. And pike. About 20 seconds. All right, and rest. Get rid of those sliders. Now we're going to be on the back. Just make sure you have your bands available. First, we're just going to start with a cannonball. So you can have the bands on the ankles if you want for that cannonball, where we're going to lay long on the back, and then we're going to come in. Woo. Try to touch those toes. Keep the band tight with tension. Woo. As you come up, you can always release the bands. You don't need them. Twenty seconds. All right, next one is going to be bikes with the bands. So put the band more underneath the bottom of the foot and get into that tabletop with the legs. And we're going to do bicycles with the bands. These are slow. Keep the tension always tight with the bands. So widen the feet first and then start moving the bicycle. Halfway. All right, next one is gonna be body sauce. We're actually gonna come back to that plank, low plank. And that's where we step those feet back, or slide those feet back, and then walk them forward. So we're in low plank. Slide those feet back as much as you can, walk them forward. Once your lower back starts to come out, then that's your stopping point. And you start walking the feet forward. We don't want to compromise. 20 seconds. All right, next we're gonna come back onto the back. 2 more minutes. Let's do some wipers. So wipers is literally what it says. So our hands under the glutes, lift the legs, get them to that point where you feel comfortable. And then we're gonna windshield wiper from one side to the next. Teeter totter, slowly. All right, and last one. Let's do another set of butterflies. So let's actually just keep it lifted, push the knife edges of the feet together, and let's just crunch up. But you're keeping the feet lifted the whole time instead of bringing it down and up. You're keeping them up. This is the last 30 seconds. And that's a wrap. You still there?
I'm still here.